Hello, hello.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Did you want a pumpkin carriage and some glass slippers, senora? Smuggling ain't as romantico as that.
Javier, yes? I've outgrown fairy tales. I'm here to make a deal.
I left that fucking chest by the door. I could barely lug it. Big as a whale's has. We gonna do something or just stand here and stare?
So what's the plan? What are we doing?
You'll get papers, Austrian ones. Almost authentic, but don't go flashing them left and right.
Then it's off to the pier and onto a boat out of the city. Then a steamship upriver.
In Krakow, a transfer to a Vienna-bound train. He'll be there in a few days.
Sí, bueno. As soon as we agree on the money.
The police at the entrance have me a little concerned. Did something happen we should worry about?
Esos pinches pendejos can't keep their hands to themselves.
Someone fucking filched a weapons transport and now the police are shitting themselves. They're looking high and low, even under hookers' skirts.
Somos profesionales.
We'll keep out of sight, and it'll be gone skeet.
Your turn. Tell the gentleman about the compensation.
You'll get my whole fortune. The appropriate paperwork will be yours as soon as I leave Warsaw.
Toda? All of it? Meaning how much?
Enough, so you won't have to lift a finger for the rest of your life.
What about the travel chest? Do we have to bring that?
Oh, absolutely. That's exactly what I'm paying you for.
So, all right. Vamos?
If this is going to work, then we need to get going.
Ariel, you go to the puerto and call the little captain. La Señora will get changed, and we'll follow after you. Victor will come too. He'll see if anyone's following us.
Что? I'll do what?
What you paid for. Vaya con Dios, my friend.
A gute Nacht, Scheifele.
damned wife fucker. You've ruined my life.
Your chica did what she wanted. Victor, tell him I'm right.
Two of you? I'll fuck you both up.
I'm going to get killed because someone disrespected the sanctity of marriage. Shit.
Yeah, something is wrong. For some reason, the game is not stable when it comes to frame rates. Maybe a little change will help with that. Okay, I'm going to restart the game after this fight because it's getting on my nerves. Oh good, he's dead. Hello, Dunson. Hello. I will have to restart the game after this fight because I'm getting some frame rate drops. So yeah, but I will be back in a moment. So.
Have you ever considered celibacy? Your business would go better.
But what kind of life would that be, Senora?
Okay, so I will restart the game now. Okay, now I have stable 60 FPS, but that's just the menu. Okay, let's see. Okay, now it's a bit better. At least here. Okay, I need to follow them now.
But the boat can't hold that.
There is no choice.
If God wills it, a broom can shoot. Load it up.
Vámonos. There's no time.
I need another word with Victor.
Senora.
I wanted to thank you. I don't know anyone who'd risk his life for a stranger. If there's any way I can repay you, just say the word.
I don't want
The
anything.
word.
I hope you make it safely to Vienna.
I'm grateful, but I don't like being in debt. And I also believe you have the right to know.
What are you guys lagging around for? Hurry up!
Your father moved in the circles of people who shared his views, who would like to see Poland back on the map. Do you understand what I mean? He was a patriot.
My father and the revolutionaries? There's no way that could be right.
I beg you. Whatever he was planning, it was certainly more subtle and effective than planting bombs in restaurants. I never met them. He called them his coterie. They were old friends of his. He secretly dreamed of creating a force that would give true hope to the Polish people, one that might tilt the scales in favor of the independence fighters.
Loca, quickly!
He believed he didn't need a great army, just a handful of daredevils with extraordinary abilities.
You getting in the boat or not?
I need to go. Your father was a wonderful man, Victor. And you remind me of him a great deal. Thank you for everything.
Wait! Who are these people? How can I find them?
I don't know. They hide in the shadows. Good luck. I trust that you'll find your grimoire, Viktor Szulski. Adieu.
Keep an eye on those bequeathal papers. If there's a problem with payment, we'll reach out to you.
Why are you so distrustful?
When a poor man eats a chicken, one of them is sick.
Amigos.
Heavier!
Victor!
Actually, I think this one, this salutor, is the one that they added to the deluxe version of the game for you to print. I mean, 3D print. But it's
You
not
think they're
that
dead?
detailed, actually.
They had no chance. Clad in clay and the fury of the sons of Israel will arise to crush their enemies. Get out of here. Golems follow blood. The farther away you are, the better.
What the hell are you talking about?
And it will pursue them until their blood is lost in the abysses of Sheol. You understand?
No.
No.
The
Actually, I
golem
do,
is gonna
but-
look for you until he kills you, and all of those of your blood. That is, unless you can figure out why he was sent after you. You must have really gotten under somebody's skin.
I haven't done anything to anyone.
That means someone of your blood did it. Do you hear me? Ask your blood. Get lost. Not exactly my favorite person right now.
Oh, I think I know who that could be.
I guess there's nothing for me here.
Was that the sound of a fuck-up? Shouldn't we check it out?
Like hell we should. They don't pay me enough for that. You! Stop! Papers, please.
Okay, let's try that again.
I thought I wouldn't have to resort to this, but since you insist.
Of course, sir. We are sorry. Go right ahead.
Okay, it worked. Oh my god, another fight. Let's see if it will lag again. Thaumaturge. And Upir, okay. Cześć Sypek. A właściwie to tak średnio z tym Nice Evening. Coś gra zaczęła lagować. Spadki FPS-ów, nie wiem czemu. Ale wiecie, czasem tak jest, jeżeli gra jest źle zoptymalizowana i albo nie do końca, bo nie do końca dobrze zoptymalizowana, no to takie rzeczy się dzieją. Nieważne, czy masz super kartę graficzną, super procesor, nie ma to znaczenia. Ale zrestartowałem i póki co jest trochę lepiej, w sensie klatki są stabilne, więc może komputer dostał czkawki. A ty planujesz coś na dzisiaj? Coś będziesz streamował? Albo jakiś filmik? Cokolwiek? Okej. Niech będzie. Dobra. Zmieńmy dziada na tego. Okej. Dobra, można go zdzielić mocnym ciosem. Oh my god, I'm almost dead. Yeah, but before I go... Yeah, see, this is the place... well, this is near the place I live. And actually, it doesn't look like that. I don't know if it's... if it was recreated in the game, how it looked like. But yeah, it doesn't look like that now. See, there's a channel here. Water canal. And somewhere over here there should be police station. I mean now. In modern days. But this might be just fictional thing. And it's actually hard to tell where exactly I am because I don't know where's
think of reaching for your
north.
magic book.
I don't have
Vanya's
any
pistol
sense of
has
direction.
a very sensitive trigger.
The second he moves, I'll blow his brains out, Chief.
Chief,
Let's do our best not to have Vanya shoot you in the head. All right.
Oh, that's the
All
guy
you
I
have
met
to
at the
do
party
is
and
tell us
at the
where
funeral.
Svetlana Petrovna is.
Okay, they probably won't believe me that if I lie. He's some kind of a spy, probably. Okay. As far as I know, she's dead.
I'm afraid Svetlana is dead.
Are you sure?
She went down with the boat and didn't resurface.
Lie.
Victor, I'll be honest with you. That woman was a Gordian knot. I know that she spent years compiling all sorts of compromising material against the Tsar's government. She was a traitor. We were observing her, but she managed to get everything out of her apartment. I need to know if her knowledge could threaten the security of the nation.
If you want something from me, you just need to ask.
I have a better idea. You tell me what you know, and I know where your papa's little black book is.
Oh,
Quid
cool.
pro quo?
Sure.
I want to know who stole my father's grimoire.
This time,
He got it.
you go first.
As far as I know, all Svetlana's secrets went with her to the bottom of the Vistula.
Should we take him to the Citadel, Chief?
No, Vanya. We'll finish this here.
Will he shoot this guy? Yeah. I knew it. I knew it. Aw. Funny. Well, actually, it's not fun. It is.
Why did you help
Kind of.
Svetlana?
The emotions linking her to my father seemed sincere to me. I trusted her.
What if you were wrong? Maybe your father got together with her because I told him to. Would you believe me if I told you that your father didn't trust her?
No, I wouldn't. Where's my father's grimoire?
Look for it in Stanislav's circle of old friends. People who could take advantage of a missing grimoire.
Thaumaturges. Do you know who they are? Where I can find them?
No, but once you do, don't neglect to inform me. And watch out. They're very dangerous people.
No shit. I'm one of
I
them.
need to get out of here.
Let me see. Well, wow, what a quest. Go home. Seems easy enough.
You're finally here. We've been waiting for you.
I'm afraid I was boring your charming sister with my chatter.
Oh, nonsense. I'll leave you two alone.
Yeah, she doesn't seem happy.
You look tired. Is everything all right? Do you need my help?
I didn't expect a home visit.
I wanted to find out if Svetlana managed to leave safely.
I'm afraid Svetlana is dead.
I was afraid of this. How did it happen?
I saw a golem.
A golem? From Jewish legends? Is it a salutor?
Yes, and it turned out to be a very real salutor. A material one. I didn't think that was even possible.
And what does it have to do with Svetlana? Did the golem kill her?
You could say that. The golem sank her boat by collapsing the roof over the pier. Svetlana intended to live off of selling other people's secrets.
Secrets can be deadly. Do you want to know what she shared with me?
Yeah, sure.
I'm intrigued.
The question is, can you bear the burden that she also carried?
Can you say which secret of Svetlana's you mean? She had a whole chest full of them.
That wasn't in the chest. And now it's only in my memory.
Will you tell me what this is about?
Not here, no. Get some rest first. At our next meeting, at the Narizhinskis. It's safe there, for now.
Thank you for stopping by.
See you again soon, my friend. One more question. Might this golem cause you any trouble?
I'm sure I'll find out soon.
I think we need to have a word. How do you know people
Oh,
like this,
I'm
Rasputin?
screwed.
He's that miracle worker I was writing to you about. The one who helped me return to my senses.
Not completely, I think. Given that you brought him with you.
He just came to see me. I owe him a lot.
It looks like he knows you better than I do.
I actually barely know him, but he's never yet refused to help me.
I can only congratulate you on having friends like that. First Niedzic, now a gloomy hermit. And ladies of the night have started hanging around outside the windows. Are they also friends of yours?
Who are those women?
Whores, Victor. Prostitutes. Women of easy virtue, daughters of Corinth. Courtesans, moths, hookers, floozies. I've been seeing 2 girls around here recently. They stand out on the street and peek into our windows.
Maybe Abaurisa is playing a prank. This can wait. Ligia, I'm really dead on my feet, but there's one more thing we need to have a word about.
I wonder what I don't know yet.
Did you know that someone sent a golem after our family?
A golem? The kind from Jewish legends?
This one was very real. It destroyed half the port while it was trying to kill me.
Port Praga? Are you all right? What were you doing there?
I was tracing Father's missing grimoire. Someone sent a golem after him, and now that person is trying to find us, too.
Why?
That's what I have to find out. How long have you known your chief?
What does that matter?
So you knew he worked for the Ochrana?
Yes. You'd have found in the end anyway, but he asked me not to tell you right away.
I understand that each of us has various relationships we're tangled up in. But I think we should start talking about them more often.
Agreed. I'll only add that a contact like him is very useful in business. I know who he is, and I treat him very cautiously. Plus, we've already established that you don't report to me about your acquaintances. Besides, it was Papa who introduced him to me all those years ago. What's the real reason we're talking about Konieczkin?
I saw him once more, at Port Praga.
And what was he doing there? Does he have anything to do with the golem?
He was actually interested in Svetlana.
Explain, please, how you can be so sure.
I helped Svetlana. She wanted to flee the country.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Do you know what forces you're playing with? You know full well who she is.
Who she was.
Sorry, what?
Svetlana is dead. She was just setting off on a lovely voyage when a golem appeared and... Svetlana is dead.
We're finished. They'll put us both in prison. What will become of us?
Don't worry, nothing will happen to us. I'll make sure of it.
How will you do that?
Maybe your devoted secret police chief will reveal something. Perhaps you should ask him. Yes, I know he's from the Ukraina. He's bragged to me about it himself.
Well, maybe your magic monk is up to something, No, I've had enough. Don't say another word. I desperately need to be alone right now. Where are my cigarettes?
Okay, that's interesting. Oh, so that's Act 2 now. Okay. Okay. Go to sleep. Okay, Mama.
It looks familiar, and yet different.
Because it's a dream. Oh.
Well, well. Is this a dream? I need to get out of here.
Fool.
Father.
Blind fool.
Well, what don't I see? Maybe you could give me an answer this time.
What don't you know?
Why is the golem pursuing our blood? You've not just put me in danger, but Liga as well. Who did you hurt so much that the golem was aiming to? Hold on. It succeeded, didn't it? That's what killed you. That's what made the building fall on you.
Right. Yeah.
Why did you let a rat like Konieczkin into our home? Now he's dogging Liga and me. Were you working for him? Did you start informing on your customers for him?
A fool's theory.
Who inflicted this punishment on you? What for? And how the hell do I lift it?
Everything I've done.
Okay, there was
with your children in
that
mind. I've heard it all before.
Mordecai.
For our good, I know.
I think
Thanks a lot.
his name was Mordecai.
Definitely didn't ask for a blood curse. Are you finally going to say something?
You've wasted your time. I left you all the answers. You just have to find them.
Where am I supposed to look for them? In the Black Grimoire, which I nearly got from you? In that case, where is it? Who was it? Your friends? Your coterie that you hid even from your lover? Who are they? What were you planning?
You possess everything I had. I've left you everything you need.
Come back here! I'm not finished with you yet!
Why they always talk with riddles. Okay, I'm going to change that red thing.
Look who's up. Sleeping Beauty. Have some coffee. In the morning, Grażynka brews it strong. All the revelations yesterday overwhelmed me a little. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for my outburst.
Forgive me for yesterday. Warsaw was getting to me.
Yes, I know the feeling. And I don't want to quarrel with you either. We'd be better off focusing on the obstacles ahead of us. I thought that, given our situation, your suggestion to talk to Konieczkin wasn't so bad after all.
I suspect he'll offer us a deal with the devil.
For now, I'm just thinking out loud. What's next?
Has anything been reported about Port Braga?
I've been keeping an eye out, but nothing yet. But Svetlana's disappearance won't go unnoticed for long. Hyenas like fresh corpses.
I had a dream about father.
Me too. Right after he died. He was soothing me with my favorite lullaby.
First he insulted me, and then blood poured down his face.
Very funny. Do you see him often in your dreams?
This was only the second time. I hope there will be more. It's been a long time since I was quarantined in the hospital. They're not ordinary dreams. They're very realistic visions. I talk to him, I ask questions, but I can't understand his answers.
Why don't we focus on real life?
I know that you're still sorting through things there, but I really have to visit our store in Mirów.
I'm basically done, and I was planning to go there now after breakfast. Will you join me?
I should look through all of Father's things in the store. Everything he left behind.
All right. Let's go.
Not much has changed here.
Just the sign. Or maybe the owner.
That's right. Now it's your kingdom.
I don't think queens dig through columns of numbers, exotic names, addresses, and consignment notes. Or scold customers who don't know the difference between powdered skull and powdered mummy. Have you developed an interest in the family business?
Actually, what is the difference between mummy powder and skull powder?
Skull powder is powder from a skull. You use it to make an extract for apoplexy and bleeding. Thomas Willis, a pioneer of brain research, had a habit of adding it to his hot chocolate. Powdered mummy is an oil. Egyptian mummies are covered in a dark substance that's a mixture of embalming fluids and organic fluids from the body of the deceased. This hardened human resin has to be scraped off the mummy and made into an oil. It helps with wounds, rashes, sore throats, and dizziness.
Okay,
It
that's
sounds like that
disgusting.
substance is bitumen. And there are easy ways of getting it than scraping mummies.
That might be. But our customers prefer scraped mummies. Unless you're considering diversifying our selection.
This conversation has convinced me even more that Father left the business in the right hands.
Come into my chamber. I have to take care of the inventory. Try not to make more of a mess than there already is.
Register of goods. Most signatures are Mordecai's. Yeah, that's the guy I was talking about. And that's probably the one who sent the golem after us. I'm pretty sure he's the guy. I met him. Actually, he was the first person I met at the funeral when I arrived here to Warsaw. Okay, Mordecai's signatures are filled with emotions. The older ones, sign of a happy life and satisfaction from a job well done. But a year ago, the song changed. It became filled with sorrow, hatred, and bitterness brought on by a friend's betrayal. Mordecai Hyatt. Okay, yeah. But actually that was obvious because he's the only Jewish person I met. There's something here. Oh, no.
What is this?
The photograph, Victor. A marvelous invention. Father was very
wow,
fond of
that's
them.
amazing.
I meant what father has on his face.
Photograph.
That smile. I'm sure someone he disliked had just died.
Did you want something, or are you here to joke around?
Yeah, I need to know if this is the Mordecai.
The guy next to father. That's Hyatt, right?
Yes, he's just younger, Victor. That's how photographs work, you know. They stop time and place. I
Amazing.
can also see here that they were friends. But a year ago, that ended and they stopped working together.
Yes, you mentioned it recently.
It's a shame Papa never said why.
Could Hyatt have wanted our father to die? Could he have sent the golem after him?
I think you'll have to ask him. I heard that he
I will.
bought out one of the 2 rundown laundries here in Mirov, not too far away. You're welcome.
Thank you. When was this picture taken?
Who knows, a quarter century ago? We must not have even been 5. You two look more and more alike.
Don't scare me. I'm taking another look around.
Oh, that's a golem.
Is that?
Yes. I'll take a quick look around.
Be careful. Okay. On my way.
Old clock. The clock has come to a standstill. Whoever wins, it missed their moment. He winds up his favorite clock for the last time. The routine comes to an end, but it isn't accompanied by a piece of impending retirement, but rather by the anger of someone living even though they don't want to. It was inevitable. Continuing to work with Shulsky is impossible, shameful. It's time to leave today. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so it's probably somewhere here. Yeah. Mordecai's resignation letter. In a frigid tone, Mordecai resigns from work and asks Father not to contact him and not to steer clear of Miruf, where he intends to stay. Cold words hide a burning hatred and strong belief that the former friend, Stanisław Szulski, is to blame for Abraham Horowitz's disappearance. He is a man from whom one should look away. Okay. Okay, anything else? Okay, actually, there was a question mark over her head, so I wonder what that means.
I wanted to talk to you about a certain university.
Has anything strange happened lately? Anything that might have something to do with the golem?
A cup fell from the table and someone stumbled while crossing the doorstep, but I assume those aren't things that can be attributed to a golem.
Most likely common clumsiness. That's good news.
And some plaster fell from the ceiling, but that's probably because something was passing by. Nothing serious. Anything else?
The store looks better than I remember.
You may be right, Dunstan.
Oh, human.
You may be just right.
I've sorted through the remaining junk and I'm keeping the monkey brains, prepared corpses, and potency ointments just in the catalog now, so mothers can come here with their kids.
Do you want to be better than father?
People look at a businesswoman strangely, so I intend to prove to them that I'm better than businessmen. I'm doing my best.
What's this mysterious university?
I'm giving a lecture at the Flying University. It's a very informal educational initiative, not to say secret. And an important one, especially for women who can get an education from us, which they are legally prohibited from doing under the partition. I'd like you to come with me.
What's the lecture about?
The economic aspect of the woman's question. I've gathered some interesting data and managed to get some great sources from France and England. Come on. Those 2 brain cells you still have will appreciate a break
Hey,
from
Mike,
booze
hello.
and trouble.
How are you?
Come with me.
Did you get my message? Okay, I will go with her. The golem can wait.
Of course I will go. I will be honored.
No questions or bargaining?
I
Who
just
are you
asked
and
few
what have you done
questions,
to my
so I
brother?
wonder.
If it's important to you, there's no need to persuade me.
The university is meeting in the antiquarian bookshop across the Green Square. Which brings us to the most important thing. Everyone brings something sweet, so I ordered some donuts from Mrs. Jagoda. The best ones. And the best donut is filled with...
But did the season pass activated on your game? Because this season pass adds just a few missions, I think. Oh, okay, so that's good, that's good. And I think it actually adds the what's the name of this guy? Sam Fisher from Splinter Cell game. think we will meet him if we play together, that is. Okay, what did she say? I wasn't paying attention. Oh, and the best donut is filled with... Okay. Actually, traditional Polish donut, which I prefer to call pączek. So the traditional, traditional, most common filling for pączek is with the rose jam. But actually I came across many donuts with many different fillings. Yeah, with avocado is also good. But generally, with jam that is a bit sour, it's nice because the pączek itself is can be very sweet. So I'm going to say with rose jam. But with the plum jam,
Rose jam.
it's also
When
very
did you
good.
get so boring?
I learned to appreciate classics.
See?
Get those donuts, will you?
I'll see what I can do.
Oh, and one day Magda made amazing pączki. They were so delicious and they stayed fresh for a few days. Well, 2 days because we ate all of them the very next day. Oh, Zipek, actually, Mike is, well, we here in Poland, we are 5 hours ahead of Mike. Yeah, the different time zones. But yeah, I wish that too. That would be cool. Okay. I think I recognize this place. Are we still on the east side of Vistula River? No, actually no. So, okay. We're in Mirów. So I have no idea where, well, maybe I know where we are. Maybe I know. But it's actually hard to say. Okay, let's search the father's study. Oh, no. There's a thing here to check. Gościnny dwór. I wonder what that is. Sketch. New Pluto telescope constructed by Mordecai Eisenbaum. Okay, where am I?
Can you feel it? He moves with the bustle of the market and the rustle of sand grains around the stalls. It feels like the sun is standing at its zenith and burning mercilessly. It's a visitor from a harsh desert land. A djinn.
Oh, a new salutor.
I felt something. Where is it?
Okay, I will get that one later. Maybe in the next episode. First, let's... Can I go back? Yeah. I can talk to Mordecai here. And this is the part of my quest now, so... Actually, this might be a place that we call Thaumaturge now. But that would mean that this direction is north. Yep, I passed the point of interest. Buy some exotic fruits. I wonder what they considered an exotic fruit back then. Among all the smells teasing the senses when you cross the market gate, there is a one dominating all oranges. Yeah. People used to give oranges for Christmas as a present. And now you can just go and buy as much as you want. People used to appreciate more back then. Okay, so that's we are on Grzybowska Street. Okay, I would need to go outside, but I will, so I know where we are. I know where Grzybowska Street is.
I can see you need a haircut, sir.
Is it that obvious? Please, do your thing.
No worries. We'll fix it in no time.
That's for a beard. I looked at that, they are all bald. And I got curious. Okay, I'm going to stay with the way I am. Maybe I will go back to the standard.
So, how do you like your new hairdo?
Perfect. I look brand new.
You were already very handsome. I only needed to further enhance your looks.
O, dostojny wąs. Cypek, pisz jak chcesz. Pisz jak chcesz. Ja się dostosuję. Chociaż powiem ci szczerze, że czasem ciężko się przestawić z angielskiego na polski. Tym bardziej, że mój angielski jest taki średni. Ale z drugiej strony chciałbym, żeby moi dotychczasowi widzowie, którzy nie mówią po polsku, żeby coś zrozumieli z tego, co gadam. Ale ty pisz tak, jak ci jest wygodnie. Postaram się odpowiadać jak najczęściej po polsku. A i bardzo przepraszam Cię, właśnie chciałem Cię bardzo przeprosić, bo wczoraj pisałeś na czacie, ale byłem tak zaaferowany grą w czasie gry w Breakpoint. Ten Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Byłem tak zaaferowany grą, że rzadko spoglądałem, przyznam szczerze, na czat i dopiero później zobaczyłem, że idziesz i przepraszam, że się nie pożegnałem z Tobą. Dokładnie, pisz tak jak Ci wygodnie. Pisz po polsku, pisz po angielsku. Okay, so I messed up. I thought that I have to go to the barber. So, since I am outside on the streets, so if this is Grzybowska, this place here might be Halamirowska, which, well, actually I'm not sure what that is, right? What that was back then. But now it's you can buy stuff there, groceries, different. It's like a bazaar, a marketplace. So yeah. And actually, on Grzybowska Street. Okay, this is a bit weird. Actually, on Grzybowska Street, there was each weekend was an event when people gathered. There was also a market where you can buy pirate versions of games. You could buy original games too, but mostly pirate games. You could buy computer parts, computers. It was really cool. The main source of games for people back then, in Warsaw at least. I have great memories of that time. Of course, now I like to buy my games and my software. Pralnia, that's laundry.
That's him, the one with the book. You oozing carbuncle. You ain't had enough of Warsaw yet? So you're sticking your nose in on people here?
You know what happens to fellas who sniff around where they ain't supposed to?
He looks like almost like Danny
Don't kid around
Trejo
with them.
without the ponytail. Say that you just wanted to go into the laundry. Okay, I'm pretty sure I will. I will start a fight.
I just wanted to stop by the laundry.
He must have shit his pants.
Oh,
You'll have to find yourself another laundry.
you're asking yourself or Bensky? Start the fight. Okay. Bukavach. Yeah, this guy straight has to go. Same for this guy. And this one is not that bad. Okay. So let's hit this guy and remove traits from this guy. So now I can hurt this guy. Okay, they will attack first, either way. Okay, let's kill this guy. And yeah, Vukovac. And this will put this guy in suffering state. Okay. The traits are off. Okay, Velas. Let's gain some health back. Ow. Okay, so I'm still waiting for my turn, I mean for Victor's turn. He won't do anything in round 7. So let's see what we can do. And actually this should... Oh. Okay, let's try that. It's a slow attack, but I still be... No. Okay, that's weird. I thought I would hit him first. Oh, the damage wasn't tripled, and I'm in suffering state, so I need to remove that. Did it help? No, it did not. I need to gain some health points. I think I can manage through the rest of the fight in the suffering state. The small distraction, okay. Patched jacket. It looks heavy. The jacket is bitten by harsh curses tossed around in pent-up rage at his wife, who dared to criticize the threadbare, checkered fabric and the ragged patches. It's his favorite jacket, so what if he looks like a beggar in it? I feel for this guy. Yeah. Okay, but that's one clue. I will probably need more.
talking nonsense!
But did you hear about Praga? I'm at the harbor getting fish, and half the wharf is in splinters. They said there's even bodies.
More bodies than they usually fish out of the Vistula, practically every day. They were only just writing about Povishle.
But listen to this. They're saying it's some giant did it all.
You sure?
Maybe I can help. Recently, I've taken an interest in one of those.
Leave us alone. Did you wander in here by mistake?
I hope those guys outside are your relatives. Otherwise, you're paying too much for your protection. Are you scared of something?
I'm not easily frightened. I have the time spent working with your father to thank for that. You got some dirty laundry that needs cleaning, Mr. Shulsky.
You were curious how my father died. Beneath the ruins of a building in Śródmieście.
That's awful. How did it happen?
I'm glad you're asking. A remarkable death, isn't it?
Yes.
Let's have a word about your conflict with my father.
There was no such thing. I have warm feelings for the store, and his father as well.
Yeah, he's lying. Okay, so I need to keep searching first. Okay.
Why did you quit working for my father?
It was a mutual decision.
I know that you and my father parted ways in bad terms. What happened?
We both had difficult personalities, but I still remember him fondly.
Okay, I need to...
You're not telling me everything.
I need to check for more
I
clues.
don't have to explain myself to you, Mr. Shulsky.
I'm leaving now, but I can tell this won't be the last time we meet.
Farewell.
Farewell. Lost coin. An old coin with 30 kopecks. 30 kopeki. The coin is soaked through with irritation brought on by failed attempt at reconciliation. How long can you keep explaining things to someone who refuses to listen? Once you've been found guilty, there's nothing that will change that. No fact or plea. Anger is all that remains. Trace certain Stanisław, so that's my father. Group photograph in the office. Father and Mordecai on the store's opening day. They look happy. The photograph is covered with a thick layer of regret and disappointment. Mordecai really believed in all of it. In friendship, in good intentions, and in the fact that Stanisław Szulski was a good person. Unfortunately, he was wrong. All that was left of the friendship was bitterness. Okay, I need to find more. Okay, can't go up. So I need to go and search the father's study again. I think I picked the wrong game for today. Oh. That's interesting. I think I checked that place. I checked the father's study at the beginning of the game. So I wonder what I will find now. Oh, actually, lots of things. Property deeds. A list of father's properties that are a lot of them. There are a lot of them, but most are well-known addresses in and outside the city, except for one. No, that's not what I wanted. Old letter, a very generic letter. Strange that someone kept it. Beneath the neat letters pulses a deeply hidden thaumaturgic message. Are you looking for a Kabbalist outside of Warsaw? Don't bother. One of the best is closer than you think. Isaac Sofer of the Nożyk synagogue. Okay. Come on, move. Kabbalistic text. It's long and convoluted and describes how only the sons of Abraham can create living bodies out of clay. Yeah, that's how golems are made. Out of clay. He slams the book on the desk and violently turns in its pages, tearing the paper between trembling fingers. He was vexed. He pauses to think about the curse of Abraham that was placed upon him. There must be a solution. There must be. Okay. But I already know that the father knew about the golem curse. Okay, finally. The cylindrical medallion conceals a protective incantation in Hebrew. The words engraved on the amulet exude a regret, and the message enchanted in the locket whispers a warning. The echo of Golem's curse smell of dark Kabbalah and remorse. I feel something else, a trace. I recognize it. It was in the ruins of the tenement house under which my father died. Draw a conclusion. Rabbi Sofer from Nożyk synagogue cast the golem curse on the father. Okay, so it wasn't Mordecai. Interesting, especially given the fact that the two were seemingly friends. On the other hand, destroying important relationships was father's favorite pastime, so it doesn't surprise me. If I want to get rid of the golem, I should go to Mirów. Okay, actually I have just been there. But anyway, let's go back. Wrong way. Mirów. Okay, I have different traces. Find a way to break Mordecai's silence. Okay, that's probably the thing I need to do first.
Hello.
You said a month, 2 at most. I believed you. Then came the very first rain, and it was pouring in again. You fixed it, then the next rain. Soaked. I can't sleep because I have to keep emptying buckets. it's leaking just as badly as it was before. But the eyes of God are in every place, and they're watching.
Rabbi, when I said 2 months, you said there was one hole in the ceiling, but the whole building is in shambles here.
I can do it.
Quiet. You can seal up your daddy's barn with straw. The roof is gonna get holes because the foundations are crumbling.
So, let's go down to the basement.
Oh no, definitely not there.
They are holding Golem in the basement? Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm going to wait for them to finish.
Why do you afflict me so? I know why, because you know I shall bear it. Well, sir, are you just here to listen, or have you got something to say?
Am I speaking to Rabbi Sofer?
You see, all I gotta do is mention these cellars and his name comes up.
Would Hashem let a synagogue be haunted?
Hey now, quiet.
You're too late, I'm afraid. My name is Feldman. Rabbi Sofer departed this world almost a year ago. Forgive me, I have worldly matters to attend to.
I understand, Rabbi. And if someone were to help you with these workers?
In the words of the market woman trying to tempt a Jewish man into idolatry, what harm would it do?
I understand.
Okay, so the old rabbi is dead. And these guys don't want to fix the roof. So I have to convince them to fix it. Renovation of the synagogue, unruly workers. No wonder the rabbi doesn't have time to talk to me. He's got a lot on his mind. Okay. Cracked wall. The crack runs from the ground all the way. Sorry, I just was that the thing? Well, never mind. The crack runs from the ground all the way to the roof of the synagogue, from which water steadily drips. The crack in the wall hides the fear of righteous divine punishment exacted upon those who truly deserve it. After all, things would be different if such was God's will. Someone had to have committed many sins to cause the synagogue to be in its current state. Old ladder. It's worn out. It must have seen many renovations. The ladder was placed with vigor and the deep conviction that work on restoring the house of God is an honor and a good deed that will surely be noticed by the Almighty and heavenly hosts. Such work is a treasure. Come on, click on that. Okay, I can draw a conclusion. The roof is on fire. The roof must be leaking in more than one place. The mirror of the water reflects a thought, pure and strong like a hailstone. What is hailstone? The house of God cannot resemble a ruin. It's not right. Something must be done about it while there's still time. The renovation of the synagogue. The workers are pious, but their fate has led them to different conclusions. The younger one wants to renovate the temple of God's glory as fast as possible. The older one fears that restoring that which God's will, The older one fears that restoring that which God's will has destroyed is a sin. I should make sure that the prevailing interpretation is that the one that aligns with my goals. Okay. Oh good, actually I can do this. Strengthen the younger one's resistance so he puts his foot down.
Back up. God helps those who help themselves.
But maybe you're right, Rabbi. Maybe Hashem is afflicting us, setting a test for us.
You heard the guy talking about Sofer. The old man cursed this place, especially these cellars.
So I'll go on my own and show that Hashem protects me against curses in Hashem's domain.
On your own. You can seal up your daddy's barn, right? Fine, let's go.
You've gotten the better of me again, Hashem. Your tests still surprise me, but if this is your will, I think Hashem has sent you to me. Who are you?
I'm the son of Stanisław Szulski, and I really need help.
Let's go into my office. Let's show Hashem we accept the challenge. Please, tell me what problem brought you here.
Rabbi Sofer put a curse on my father. Unfortunately, it started affecting his children as well.
A curse is a serious accusation, you know. I find it hard to believe Sofer would do such a thing.
You
Maybe,
better believe
Rabbi,
it.
you could tell me something about golems.
Son of Stanisław, golems are a matter of Kabbalah, and you are not allowed to study them. It's a trap for a soul. There are tales of golems being summoned for revenge, or in good faith, for protection. But they all end rather badly. And you claim that Sofer supposedly sent a golem?
I don't know. Did the old rabbi perhaps leave some things here? May I take a look at them?
Yes, here you are. All his books are here. I don't think I threw anything out. Is there anything else I can help you
Mike.
with?
Welcome back. Oh. Okay, I will keep searching. But first I will ask about Isaac Sofer.
Rabbi, could you tell me something about Sofer?
He was fair, but also difficult and very principled, like this city. Riots, provocations, pogroms, overpopulation. But if he's the one who inflicted the curse, he must have been a powerful thaumaturge and Kabbalist.
Who can summon a golem?
Normally, it's determined by need. The Kabbalist rabbi summons the golem himself, but other Jewish people can also entreat him to do so. In legends, the golem is a terrible punishment and a tool for meting out divine justice. But I think it's an offense against Hashem, and revenge is no justice.
How can I stop a golem?
To summon it to life, you write the 3 Hebrew letters spelling emes, truth, on the clay that formed it.
Yeah, and you have to scratch
In an
something.
attempt to stop the monster, the heroes of these legends would erase the first letter from its clay body.
Yeah.
That leaves mes, which means death. But I don't know how much truth is in that.
Rabbi, could you help me understand something about Kabbalah?
No. And I'll say no more on the subject. I fear for your soul.
I don't
I'm
have
afraid
one.
that I won't find anything more here. Thank you, Rabbi.
Oh, that's right. I have a coffee. Good thinking, Mike. Okay. Okay, this takes more time than I thought it would. Bitten fountain pen. An expensive fountain pen with a bitten tip. Someone here doesn't concern themselves much with worldly possessions. Okay. Come on. Oh, already I can throw a conclusion. Oh, that one is connected to Mordecai Hyatt. So maybe now I will be able to make him talk. The dregs at the bottom are covered in mold. The cap has been here for a long time. The words of a plea made over a cup of tea cover near the mold. A plea to cast the golem's curse, justice for the sins committed against Mordecai and his community. Shulsky should experience the wrath of the sons of Abraham. He must suffer just punishment. Okay, so let's see actually what happened. Stanisław and Mordecai. Mordecai Hyatt. Yeah, this name and surname sounds like it comes from the Dune. They use similar sounding names. Mordecai Hyatt was father's friend and colleague until Stanisław Szulski did something that awoke hatred in his friend. Whatever it was, it pushed Mordecai to the edge, and he asked Rabbi Sofer to cast a golem curse. Unfortunately, once father died, the curse passed on to me. Thanks, Papa. Yeah, thanks. Prescription for heart-strengthening liqueur. Did they treat illness with alcohol back then? The doctor's handwriting is hardly neat, but it radiates profound care for his companion. Letters stretch out with tenderness, wanting to ease the suffering of a friend, a special person with whom one shares the same ideals, and the same mission. One meant to change the face of the world. Okay, anything else? Maybe now I will be able to.
Rabbi?
I'm listening.
Okay, now I can. I unlocked these. Question him about Mordecai Hyatt.
Mordecai Hyatt. Do you know that name, Rabbi?
He owns one of the laundries here.
Nothing bad, Mike.
But I admit he doesn't really come to see me. Maybe there are other things I could do.
You reminded me that I have a coffee in front of me. Ask about the old rabbi's prescription.
I found a prescription belonging to the old rabbi. Was something troubling him?
He had heart problems. The local pharmacist would even bring him some kind of special medicine.
What was that pharmacist called?
Abraham Horowitz. But now his pharmacy is sitting empty.
Let me guess. He's dead?
Unfortunately. Some say that the socialists were involved. Others claim it was the Ochrana's doing. Let's keep talking, if you need to.
Observation. The rabbi's opinion of the pharmacist. The rabbi says that Abraham Horowitz left behind an abandoned pharmacy on the edge of Mirov, as well as sadness in the hearts of the members of his community. Nevertheless, his disappearance was accompanied by strange rumors mentioning the Ochrana and the Socialists. Potentially dangerous mix. Okay.
I'll be off now.
I'll pray for you.
Thank you. Okay, what now? Oh, now... Okay. Now I can confront the Mordechai guy, but I have also additional sub-quest to inspect the pharmacy. So let's do that. Scarf. It has an interesting diamond pattern. There are some words of anxious explanation entangled in the fringe. So what if the scarf is the men's department? Is in the men's department. The diamonds would go great with the lace. And if I add the shoes I took from Yannick, it will be perfect. Fashion is for the bold. Oh, guess what happened here? There's a lady on the balcony and man kneeling below. Letter. My dear, we are meeting again this evening for bridge as the usual place. I will need a resolute partner this time, so I hope you will not refuse my invitation. Give my name at the entrance and the host will show you your place. I may be a little late. Stay in good health and see you there. J.N. Interesting. Okay, old pharmacy. These windows are boarded up and the doorstep is covered with thick layer of dust. The pharmacy was the jewel in the neighborhood's crown until it wasn't. Customers took their business elsewhere, which wouldn't have been such a bad thing if not for their whispers. Whispers of the place having a bad aura, which forever destroyed that which was once a good about it. Empty pomade container. I can see the bottom. Gone is in the sheen of pomade. The box is densely covered with words of matter-of-fact calculation and focus on the goal. Carrying out the command will require the explosion to be spectacular. It must shake the very foundations of the Tsar's empire, and that will require more pomade. Much more. But how can one get it when the Tsar's dogs are tracking one's every move? Okay. What he was thinking of? Hey, Dread Raider, before you go, I wanted to ask you, can you tell me more about Sorry if I butchered the name, because I never know how to pronounce it correctly. Guerrilla, Guerrilla Art Gaming, Art Gaming. Sorry, I'm so bad at names. Yeah, Guerrilla's Arts Gaming. Okay. Yeah, because it's interesting that you, from what I've discovered, you're mixing gaming, the PC hardware stuff with art stuff. So yeah, I'm interested in the art stuff, actually. And I wanted to ask you about that for quite some time now. Okay, let's see. Stanisław's sins. Mordechai blames father for the disappearance of Abraham Horowitz. But he does not know the whole truth. Horowitz was involved in a dangerous game between the socialists and the Ochrana, which sooner or later would have put many people in danger. Stanisław Szulski got rid of the apothecary in cold blood, but he did it in the name of the greater good. Oh. Okay. So now I can confront the guy.
Is there something else you need?
You better talk, old man.
Let's talk about your relationship with my father. A tense relationship.
Mr. Szulski, I'll say it one more time. Stanisław and I didn't quarrel.
Ha ha ha, very funny.
Liar. Your anger still lingers around the photograph of my father. You're going to find it hard to hide anything from me.
I'm not in the habit of speaking ill of the dead, Mr. Szulski. Especially to their family. Old grudges drove us apart. Not all stains are easy to remove, especially ones on a person's honor.
And might they give you a reason to seek revenge? A motive?
I can't summon golems if that's what you're getting at.
But you know there is such a possibility.
Is that all? I need to get back to work.
I know about the pharmacist.
Beg your pardon?
All this is because Abraham Horowitz, isn't it? He lost his life, and the whole community felt it. Seems like you did most of all. I just don't get why Horowitz was so important to you.
Community. Something you Szulskis don't know a thing about. Here, we take care of everyone equally. No one is more or less important than anyone else. Your father's punishment was fitting for his actions and his background. The wrath of the Jewish people. A death for a death.
Was it worth it? A golem is a blunt instrument that kills and harms everyone in reach.
What are you talking about?
You wanted to teach my father a lesson, and you did. It's too bad innocent people died in the process. The building that collapsed on Stanisław, it was inhabited by people. Now all that's left of them are some damaged items. That's what happens every time the golem physically manifests. Random people lose their lives due to its untamed power.
No, it can't be. It wasn't supposed to be that way.
So that's a confession.
I don't think the punishment is
For me, at
adequate for
least.
the crime. Horowitz had something on his conscience. He must have, if both the Ochrana and the Socialists were interested in him. And what my father did, I can't believe I'm saying this, but his motives seem noble.
Oh, do they?
There's no trace of cruelty in his actions. He didn't do it for his own profit, but for some kind of greater good.
Without any specifics, those are just words.
My father and Sofer knew one another for years. Father knew the rabbi could be forced to create a golem if Horowitz was killed. They both took that risk. Sofer couldn't reveal that he knew Stanisław. He also knew that Horowitz had to disappear because he was a threat to too many people.
To whom?
That doesn't matter. You don't have anything to do with this, Mordechai. Just like I have nothing to do with my father's actions. I am connected to them only by my blood.
What do you want?
To get rid of the golem. Tell me something, anything, that will get me closer to a solution.
Instead of telling you, I'll show you.
Where? Into an alley, where some friend of yours will smack me around?
To the synagogue. Are you coming?
Yes, let's go.
We'll stop to get
I
Feldman.
guess we go to the
He
basement.
should see this too.
Let's be honest. It keeps the ceiling from collapsing, but it looks ready to collapse itself. Hardly encouraging. The column trembles with the fear of the man who was watching the summoning ritual. Golem, the embodiment of Salutor, was being born in an incredible yet terrifying spectacle that was more like a nightmare than a beautiful dream. Yeah, let's check all the options here to unlock the dialogue lines. So, this is how Golem got out. This hole explains Feldman's problems with the roof. Destroyed wall, okay. Stones crack, crumble and fall. The wall crumbles into dust, faced with a brutal, inhuman strength fueled only by hatred, emptiness and destruction. What's that? Inscribed material. Material with a... Oh my god, these words. Painstakingly inscribed Hebrew incantation. Words of deep concentration hovered over the material. Any mistake, even the smallest slip in the placed incantation, may spell failure or the death of the Kabbalists. Therefore, keep calm and proceed slowly with precision. The stakes are high. Okay, there's something here too. Buckets of clay. The clay was probably used to create golem. Pieces of dilemma attached themselves to the 10 wet clay. Then wet clay. Okay, I think I understand that. I'm clever. On the one hand, animating a golem is an extreme measure, reckless even. On the other, the loose Shulsky had it coming. Given his crimes, no punishment is too great or severe. This is where golem that chased down and killed father was summoned. And now it's after me. I thought salutors couldn't take on a physical form, but I was wrong. The cabal and hatred are capable of bending even the fundamental laws of thaumaturge. I can't undo this on my own. I need an ally.
So, no wonder the roof is leaking if the foundation is crumbling. A lovely metaphor, Hashem. But what happened here had nothing to do with Hashem. Did it?
Mr. Shulsky wished to know the origin of his curse. This is where it took its shape. If I'd... Now I see it differently, but back then, when I was talking to Sofer, revenge and justice seemed one and the same.
Revenge is no justice. It is always dictated by anger, and in anger, erring comes easily. But Sofer agreed to it.
He summoned the golem. What else do you want to know?
How to get rid of it? Well, I know how to get rid of it.
What do you remember from the moment you summoned the golem?
Nothing. I don't want to go back to that.
I'm going to loosen his tongue then. Because I can.
Your memory takes shape and forms into words. Talk to me, Mordechai.
I feel cold. Cold from the clay seeps into my fingers, into my bones. But the colossus I've been sculpting for hours is nearly ready. Sofer whispers the spell in Hebrew, but his words throb in my temples and soul. The colossus comes to life and looks at me.
What did Sofer say then?
I don't know.
Speak!
I couldn't hear, I swear. I couldn't hear. Truly. Enough, I beg you. Enough. Your family and your blood deserved this curse. Enough.
Hayat. How could Sofer have done something like this? And you, sir, how are you not ashamed?
Maybe I've treated Hayat unfairly.
You made him relive all that. That's torture.
I wanted to know. Anything might help us get rid of the golem.
Even so.
This place won't tell me any more.
And what have you learned?
The hole you can't miss over there is the new door the golem smashed when it was summoned to life.
And no one saw anything. How is that possible?
The clay formed a shell that Sofer infused with the salutor. Hayat brought it and spent hours shaping the body of the golem.
Hours? That must have been horribly exhausting.
He was just standing
What's a
when
few
we were
hours
talking
in
about
exchange for a
that.
curse that lasts generations?
So he should know.
These are the remains of some fabric that Sofer wrote something on, in Hebrew, I think. This might be some prayer, incantation, even a spell. There's not enough left to read anything. That's all, but I'm not any closer to a solution. I need someone like Sofer.
A thaumaturge and a Kabbalist?
Do you know one, Rabbi?
Well, there is someone. Normally, I'd advise against contacting him, but after considering these extraordinary circumstances, and with trust in your choice of a path to lead me down, I'm compelled to reveal that it's Ariel Rofe.
Yep. That's the one.
Of course.
Do you know one another?
Yep. We've met.
Well, I know him well enough to suspect that he might not want to help me. But I'll look for him.
Mercy rebuilds bridges.
I think I know where Rafa would tell me to shove that.
All right, I think it's time for us to go. This place just makes the blood boil. Shall we?
Let's get out of here.
Okay guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate that. And hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye bye.